Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. A short one today looking at the raid gear specifically. This video will not feature any spoilers for pretty much anything. I'm not going to show the raids, I'm not going to show the actual stuff about the raids, I'm not going to talk about the storyline, and I'm not even going to show the arenas either. I'm just literally in the main gated area, the hub for Asphodelos and things like that. For the raid series. So I just completed my weekly stuff for the week. Obviously you can get a piece of gear, let's say a token from each of the wings. There are 4 wings in total. Overall thoughts about it without spoiling anything, I thought that the third boss was significantly more interesting and more complicated for pugs at least to deal with than the 4th boss, although the 4th boss dealt a lot more damage in places, as is usually the case, I would imagine. I don't know if you share that opinion. Let me know what you think about it in below. Of course, what we get for our first week, obviously, is our unsung blades. If we collect those eventually, we can get ourselves a tome weapon, right? Well, the raid weapon. And of course, I went for the chest piece this week because I wanted to visually show you what something looked like from this armor set. And basically, you can get one of these from each of a wing. So you don't have to do like 2 weeks for it. Of course, you might have best in slot priorities, which normal gear won't be on anyway, but you might have a progression that you want. Personally, I wanted to work on the chest piece first to get that out of the way. So what you do when you've got your pieces of gear, you can go over and actually turn this in 2 places. Radzat Han is one of the places that we probably should go in case there's any spoilers in the other place, and the other is Labyrinthos at Aporia. If you remember Aporia, it's the sort of like main hub area for the raid stuff. But yes, we can go over here and we simply go and exchange those tokens, and yeah, I'm excited honestly. And the main reason I'm excited more than anything else from this guy here, if you're unfamiliar, Dejol in the bazaar, is because they've made it possible for you to get the glowy version without needing to do Savage. Now this is something that a lot of people, including myself, were a little bit apprehensive about. A lot of people woke up today and went, oh, guess I'm never getting that then. But turns out they totally can. I'm sorry, I was going through the wrong vendors. It's the last one. As you can see, I've got my 4 things. But here's a quick look at what you can get. So this is the chest piece for a caster, for example. You'll notice that you can get the fiery versions. The only thing you can't get unless you do Savage, obviously, is the dyeable versions. So that's the only difference. A lot of people were speculating that maybe the glows only came from the Savage mode. Turns out you can get the glowy modes from normal as well. So there's the chest piece that I'll be going for this week, which is big fiery. It isn't a full robe. I thought it was a full robe, but it's just a top, a chest top. Very interesting. This stuff obviously is a 610 item level. You might want to shop around whichever one you want to go for. I went for this because it's crit det. Can't really go wrong for that for a healer. But yes, as you can see, you can also save up your unsung blades for an ultralight tombstone, which allows you to get essentially a weapon eventually. But there's also the chokers and rings and things like that. A lot of people go for rings week 1, don't they? Because that's usually something to go for. But I'm going to go for that chest piece, which is awesome. But yeah, if we just quickly preview what one of these sets look like if we were to actually have all of the pieces. As you can see, it's mostly the helms and the chests that have the glow associated with them this time around, which I personally, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think that looks badass. I think that looks fantastic. And a top note as well, not that I have an ability to show you right now, but Viera can wear the helm and so can Hrothgar. But what it does do is kind of turn off your ears, so bear that in mind. But yeah, I think that looks really nice, and a dyeable version of that obviously is going to look really sick, but it does come in a really nice dark color with nice brass, so I don't see any problem with that personally. That's probably what I would go for. And casting one, it's surprisingly similar, but it's got a nice change of colors. Instead of the brass, it's got the like silver with blue through it and purple. Very, very cool stuff. Honestly, these sets are very nice. I would, if I was a caster main, I would be loving this right now. The shoulders plus that helm. Fran got the helm earlier, which looks just amazing. And then, of course, the other ones that are even more glowy that people will probably be all over are the tank stuff, right? Like the tank stuff is pretty amazing. Look at that. I've not put the full set on. We're not going to look at all of these because it would take too much time, but look at that. You get this weird, like, almost like a dark sign that floats around behind you, like a fire symbol. That is just absolute sickness. If you wanted to glow like crazy and you've got yourself a relic weapon for like your Dark Knight or whatever, that would just look amazing with the Lux Dark Knight weapon plus that. Holy moly. Amazing stuff. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to actually go into Savage. There's a lot of things that I've paid attention to that, you know, kind of felt like that would be a thing that would be turned into an even harder thing when into Savage. I don't want to talk too much about mechanics, and I don't want to dwell into that because I promised you that I wouldn't. But honestly, if you have any apprehensive sort of things, go and get in there, get yourself some gear. It looks amazing. And maybe consider doing some raiding if that's not something you normally would, because honestly, these sets of gear just absolutely look amazing. Obviously, this doesn't look that great because I'm wearing just a chest piece with a skirt, but with other raid gear, that would look really cool. Anyway, let me know what you think about the sets, and happy hunting. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time for more 6.2 goodness. Holy moly, that raid story was great though. Highly, highly recommended.